Do you even have a gun now? Do you think you can save a lot more in your pocket as in compared to the UK versus the US things?
Truthfully, 100%. I feel like I have more work-life balance, and I'll tell you why.
How was the cost of living like UK versus US, like price of things, accommodation?
I
Yeah.
really, really love it here. I love it here. I love it here. I don't know how to explain it.
Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. This is part 2 of UK versus the US. If you've not seen our previous one where we talk about all things nursing, both UK and US, please go check that video out. But this is going to be life in general, UK versus the US, so that when you are moving to the US, you can make your informed decision. I'll let my guest reintroduce herself in case you missed the first one. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Uche and I am a registered nurse. I have almost 10 years experience in Nigeria, the UK, and I currently live and work in the United States as a nurse. I share insights about career, I share insights about immigration, and I also share information that help nurses on my YouTube channel. Thank you for having me, Dale.
Okay, so guys, please make sure you go check out her videos. It's very, very useful, very informative on the whole process and just life in general in the US. Okay, now, what is your very first culture shock? Like, we don't want to talk about anything nursing. This video is just purely general life. Okay, like, what's your first culture shock, like moving from the UK to the US?
My first cultural shock, I would say, was the charging ports. Like I came with my regular iPhone charger and I couldn't fit into the adapter. So I was like, what's going on here? However, I had a power bank, so that was my saving grace. So that was my first ever cultural shock. Every other cultural shock followed in place, like wider road, big houses, big supermarkets, everything felt bigger in every form of way. Yeah, that's how I felt about it.
How was the cost of living like UK versus US, like price of things, accommodation? How is the differences like?
So I would say it varies, right? In 2022, when I had this job invites, the interview invites for the job, I did my research about North Carolina. And at the time, the cost of living was relatively okay compared to what the job was going to offer, right? But in 2024, when I moved here, we all know the cost of living had increased across the globe.
Everywhere, everywhere.
So it wasn't the same. However, so I spoke with my project manager. She did intercession for me with my HR, and they kind of increased my pay a little bit
Oh,
because I mean, if you're moving somewhere, you need that satisfaction and not
sure.
like I'm going and I'm sad because this is my pay and this is my rent. So when I checked the cost of living, where I currently stay in a 3-bedroom apartment, is relatively the same with the 2-bedroom I stayed in the UK. When you
The
change,
price.
the price is the same.
Okay.
The
And
only
you are
difference,
getting 3 bedroom for that same price.
yes.
Wow.
I lived in Basingstoke. Basingstoke is 45 minutes by train to London. So maybe it's kind of affected the price, the cost of living where I lived, right? Yeah, the only difference is that you have a higher pay in somewhat way. So you're able to like pay your bills and save up a little bit the best way you can. So that's like the housing. And then the healthcare, we all know the healthcare operates by health insurance. For me, where I currently work, part of the benefit the job offers is your health insurance plan. So for every paycheck, there's a minimum amount that is taken for your health insurance, and then the hospital pays more. So there's a way it works. It's kind of complicated. However, you know that the UK healthcare system is free. So that's aside. Then for groceries and utilities, I'm going to say that for my utility here, we don't turn off the heater or turn off the thermostat. It stays the same because they said if you turn it off, you're going to pay more. Right.
Oh,
So yeah. So when we came in, my aftercare manager mentioned that to us that you don't turn it off. The UK, you just turn off.
yes,
Bam.
of course. The bills. You turn it off,
Yes,
bro.
so the only thing I turn off in my house if I'm not using it is the lights. I don't turn
Okay.
off like the thermostat. It stays the same. I can just reduce the temperature or increase it. The price for us every month is not bad. It's fair compared to where I was in the UK. At some points in the UK, my energy charged me over £200, especially during the high cost of winter and all of those pressures. Here, it's increased slightly from when we came. It's fair. It's not as high as there are some stores that you go to that are cheaper in the US.
Yeah.
Some are by their names are more expensive. So it all depends. The one that you say is sweet to me is the fuel or petrol. To fuel my tank, I just used like 30 something dollars to fuel my tank. So it wasn't like that. In the UK, I used about 60 something pounds to fuel like my whole tank. So
Mhm.
I feel like the cost of that is fair here. That's it.
So do you think the US is still more expensive than the UK?
It depends on your location, really. You can't have it all. Some areas in the UK, like the northern areas, are
Very
cheaper.
cheap.
But expect like extremes of temperature. So you just do your research and go with
What you
whatever.
can manage.
That's right. And I don't know cost of living for every other place in the US, but where I stayed, those were based on my research and it was ticking the boxes for me. Hence the reason why I came to North Carolina.
And do you think like you're still able to save up even with the cost of living there? Do you think you can save a lot more in your pocket as in compared to the UK versus the US?
Well, because I've been here for less than 6 months, I just gave myself 6 months. After 6 months, then we would, coming here, we moved into an unfurnished apartment, but gracefully we came from the UK, so we had a bit of savings to like
Yeah.
furnish the house and all of that. Here, I would say I'm still able to save, but like I said, I gave myself 6 months and then I can properly say, okay, I'm saving a lot more because
Mm.
then we're done with furnishing the house to a great extent the way we want it to be. So yeah, I'm still able to save despite being able to pay bills. But it depends on couple, it depends on how you operate. So if you people save together, then you might have more savings. It all depends on whatever works for anyone, really.
Yeah, that's true. It all depends on family dynamics as well, and
Mhm.
number of kids you have, all those things.
Oh yes.
No, so how are your kids? How are your kids finding the differences like UK versus Australia? Like
Well,
school, have they gotten to school or are they of school age? Like how are they
they are
feeling?
school. I have three children, two of school age. This move actually shakes them because like children, they have like their circle of friends. It did shake me
Yeah.
as well, but change is constant, so you have to like adapt. So for them, first day of school, I always like check how's today, what went right, what went wrong. We talk about it. But now they love it. They look forward to going to school. When I moved here, I knew that I needed to find them a school because I moved in the first week of September. School was
Mm-hmm.
already in session at that time. So, you know how it is. It's more similar like in the UK where schools are assigned to your zip code or your postcode. So we
Mm-hmm.
had a school assigned to where we currently stay, our address. So
Mm.
I just needed to like go to the school website or go to the county website and see what are the necessary requirements to apply for them. I applied for them and submitted documentation and all of that. It took like a week because
Mm-hmm.
I like to follow up things. I don't like to just sit at home assuming. So by the time I knew that from my end, I had submitted everything required. I
Mm.
would call the school. Hi, I'm calling to follow up on this, that. Right. So now they love it. And I feel like the level of education here, I don't know, but it's giving me that Nigerian vibe where they come back with assignments.
Oh, okay. So your kids come back with lots of assignments.
Not so much, but they give them assignments for Monday, Tuesday. It could be maths, it could be, they give them assignments to come back. But in the UK, when they were coming back, maybe because of the age where they were in year one and year two at the time in the UK, they come back with books to read and a book for you to sign that they have read it. And I
Okay.
love the fact that every week they give you like a progress report of your child's academic performance. Like,
Mm.
yeah, so you're able to keep track of it as well. And you have to sign that you checked it. So you must
You
check it.
cannot lie.
Cannot lie. So yeah,
That's
they've
good.
adapted really. I think everyone in my family right now has adapted. We're used to it. We're not feeling so new again because we just have like similar things that they do. Go to school, go to work, go to church, this kind of thing. So yeah.
Okay, so how is the social life like?
There.
Like, to be honest, I know a lot of people say there's more social life in the US. I don't know, maybe it depends on your state, sure. Like if you're in California, all those big happening states, you have so much things to do. But I know you're in North Carolina. It's not that popular per se. I know about it, but it's not that
Yeah.
popular. Do you
Well,
feel you're bored there because of the location exactly?
no, I don't feel bored. For me as a person, my community or the town where I stay is calm, it's quiet. It's okay for us. It's fine like that. Because gone out a few times, we've taken the kids to play. The estate where I stay, there's a play area for kids. So
Oh, good.
we've socialized as a family, right? So I haven't found or built that community like I had in the UK. UK now we had
Me
a group.
time.
Yeah, we had
We need
like
time as
nursing groups. We knew we were coming to the same trusts, that recruitment that happened between 2019 and 2020, the massive recruitment, everybody, or 2021, you would know people that are coming to the same trust with you. But here,
well.
because of the timeline and time frame, everybody's journey is different. So when I'm coming in, may not be the same time. My friend is gonna come in, and we may not even be in the same location. So I would
And the
say
US is big as well. Before you go and see
yes.
your friend, eh.
Yes, so you have to find time to socialize within yourself as a family, considering that you have children. So, but I haven't found that community where I'll say, oh, Nigerians, oh, one bear, let's go to wedding and all of that. No,
And you need to give it time. You just move. Don't worry yourself. Give
it's
time
fine.
to
I'm not
find all
worried
those
though. I'm
things.
taking it one day
Give
at a
time.
time.
And you can't compare where you've lived almost 4 years to where you've lived only
Exactly,
4 months. Definitely, you find
exactly.
a community again.
Yeah,
Yeah, but at least you have a family. Imagine you went single. Hey,
I'm so grateful I have a
you go
family.
cry.
Honestly,
At least
honestly,
you
I'm
have
so
children.
grateful.
You have your husband to keep you company. But imagine people going alone. That's when it's so hard.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
more challenging just going alone and not having a support system. So yeah.
hard. So, do you think you have more work-life balance in the US compared to the UK? Like generally, do you think you have time for your family more? Like you're not tired when you come back from work? You know all those things.
Truthfully, 100%, I feel like I have more work-life balance, and I'll tell you why. Where I currently work, they bring out like a 6-week schedule for you to put in your rota how you want it to be. I have never seen such a thing all my life. And then you work 3 times a week. In the UK, at some point, they had to split our shifts. So you know that you have to complete your 10.5 hours in the UK, right?
Yeah.
So they had to split our shifts to 8 hours, like filling those busy times. So instead of you just doing your normal 7:30 to 7 or doing
Mm,
your normal, they
12
had
hours.
to split it. You can come in at 12 and leave by 8 o'clock.
Wow.
So we had a new matron, so they had to split it. So that means you could go to work like 4 times. You could go to work or more. But here it's 3 times. If you work more than 3 times, that means you're taking overtime,
And you get paid for overtime. Okay.
obviously, and then you get paid for. So I feel like that kind of gives you that work-life balance. And then when I started the job, my manager did ask me what I wanted, if I had any requests. I'm someone who likes to be off on her birthday and
Oh, definitely.
every other person's birthday in my house. It's been like a routine for me, all my children. So she granted it. So everyone's birthday in 2025 is ticked off. I'm gonna be off duty. It's already ticked off on my tracker. Tracker is called like same as saying roster. So
Roster,
it's
yeah.
ticked off for me. So that's a work-life balance for me. And
Yeah.
do you could cluster your shifts, you could, swing it around the way you want. There are possibilities that they could tweak it to fit the mental demands, but overall, the same way
But
you put
always
it
this.
in, higher chances of you getting it that way. So yeah, that's it.
And are you not worried about lesser annual leave? Like, I mean, I don't know about your hospital in particular, but I know most of the time people will say, oh, there's not much annual leave, sick leave
That's why I told you that
in
the
the US.
arguments will never end. Both sides of arguments, they are right. But who is
Okay.
going to win? I don't know. I would not say I'm worried about the annual leave because here they call it paid time off.
Hmm.
If you work 3 months, then you can start accruing like your paid time off. That's for where I work. And then your paid time off could be, when I checked, it's about 3 weeks per year. Or when you work for 3 months, consecutive months in like as a new hire.
So if you
So
work 3 months, how
if you
many
work
weeks
three
do you get?
months, you can start accruing your paid time off.
Okay,
So
so
paid time off is the same as annual leave.
okay, so
So
if you work 3 months, how
mhm.
many weeks do you get for that
You
three
get
months?
a
For
you
example,
get around so 2 weeks plus basically
so if you do
18 days.
3 months, you get 2 weeks.
You're not going immediately, right? You're going
Yeah,
to
but you
like,
stack it up.
yes, you
But
can
that's
start it
really
up.
good if that's the
So
case.
yes, that's 18 days rather. For me, I missed the 7 weeks annual leave in the UK. That was a flex.
No, but Anna, but if what you are explaining is true, like if you do three
Yeah.
months, you
If you
get
do
two.
3 months as a new hire, then you can start accruing your paid time off.
I'm
So new hire is like you've just been newly recruited.
Yeah.
You
So if
need
you
to
do
work
three
for
months,
3 months for you
you
to
have
start
2 weeks,
accruing it. You have 18 days.
18 days. That is like it's 2 weeks plus.
Yes, 2 weeks plus.
So that's not bad. If you do 3 months, 6 months, you have 4 weeks, and then 1 year you have 8 weeks. Is that how it is?
Like 8 weeks paid time off.
If you do 1 year full.
So your paid time off will increase as per your work experience improve, like increases with them. So for
Okay.
me that just started, I have worked for over 3 months here.
Mhm.
So if I need to go off, I just need to work in line with my manager and let her know. Of course, I wouldn't take 18 days to sit at home. I'll probably use it because I really need it, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe I want to like stay at home and all of that. So for the next coming year, I have about 18 days that will be like a paid time off. So I
Okay.
haven't used it, so I can't say 100% for sure how it is
How it
done.
works.
But I
Okay.
know that during my first week orientation, they made me understand that it's not called annual leave, it's called pay time off. So when you just do like 3 months, you need to complete 3 months without calling in sick for that 3 months, and then you start building it. So yeah.
Okay. So how about like maternity leave? Do you get that in your hospital? Because I know some hospitals in the US will give you that, but some will not give you. But it's not like mandatory
Well,
like NHS. That's what I know. Is it true
it's
in your?
not, it's definitely not like the NHS. That's why some people will tell you that hey, they want to have all their kids in the UK before they move, which is okay. Like me, when I was in the process, I was pregnant with my last child. So I knew that I didn't want to start a new job pregnant because I needed them to see my strengths rather than my weakness.
Yeah, makes
Not
more sense.
because just yes. So for me, the maternity leave within the New Year's handbook or whatever, they would give you that opportunity. But what I don't know is I don't know if you're gonna get paid for it. I don't really have so many people that have gone on maternity leave. She was just a travel nurse, so she's gone off on her own terms, right?
Yeah.
She's not a full-time staff. So I really don't know the full-time staff who I could ask.
Okay, so now we're almost done. Like life in general, most people when they are in the UK, the first thing that comes to their mind whenever you tell them that you are moving to the US, they first start, oh, American, we gone this, gone that. So now, aside nursing, like in your own day-to-day life, going to the shops, going out with your family, and your kids going to school, especially because we always hear all these, oh, mass shooting in school. I know it depends on the area, but in your area, like North Carolina, do you ever feel that way? Do you ever feel scared for your kids? Do you ever feel some kind of way? Or
Truth
do
is,
you even have a gun now?
no, I don't hold a gun. The truth is that sometimes the things we constantly think about, we attract them, right? So if I
Yeah.
sit down all my life trying to think, I'm going to build unnecessary anxiety for myself. I don't go to the store feeling scared that, oh, I don't go to work feeling scared that. I just live my daily life. Why committing it to God? For my children, as a parent, you obviously feel concerned, but in their school history, I haven't seen or read that they had a gun violence in school.
Mm,
Because obviously, you have to do your research before
very
you,
important.
yes. And above all, at the start of their day, we commit it into the hands of God. Safety going out, safety coming in. That's actually what I'm operating right now. The truth is that there's crime everywhere. Even in the
Yeah.
UK, there were stabbings, but it might just feel like some areas are worse. They have like worse crime rates. So, like I said, I had like a box of what I wanted when I was moving to North Carolina, and one
Mm,
of it was lower crime rates.
yeah.
So, based on my research, there is crime everywhere, but the crime rate here is pretty low. I just go to the store. I even make videos when I do shopping and post on my Facebook. I
Ah.
like do vlogs. So I just it's fine, really. I don't have that concern. I don't have that fear or being extra like watching everybody. No, I just go about my daily life. Yeah, that's the honest truth. I just go about my daily life. I know those things occur, but I don't build my mind thinking
Yeah.
about it. That's it.
It's just like we all know we are going to die, and then every day you wake up, oh, am I dying today? Am I dying today? It doesn't make any sense. Just
Yeah,
live your life. Any day it
it's
happens.
exactly. And even in Nigeria, where there are areas that you know that you should not cross that path. Those
Yeah.
areas, like the northern parts and all of that. So I feel like it's the same here. You would know that, oh, there are some states that have like higher crime rates. Above all, God is protecting us.
Yeah, I think people should just make their research very well and go for places that tick their boxes, like the way you say. Some
Yeah.
people don't mind high crime as long as they pay them very well. So I think the thing is just to make your research and tick all the boxes in
Make
your
your
own side.
research, go with whatever gives you peace of mind. If it meets your individual goals and gives you that peace of mind is ultimate. That's it. Go
True.
for it.
Okay, I think I've come to the end of my own question. Except you have anything you want to add for the audience, anything you think might benefit them.
Would say if you're in the process and retrogression is keeping you there, hang in there, sis, hang in there, brother. One day you would get that email just like I did, and you'll be over here. You're second guessing if you need to come here, and you've passed your NCLEX. I don't see the need for you to second guess. I
Yeah.
really, really love it here. I love it here. I love it here. I don't know how to explain it, honestly.
Some kind of things you can't explain. Let them just come and experience it. Then they will tell you, "Oh my
Yes,
God,
I
thank you
love
so
it
much for
here. I
telling me."
feel happier, fulfilled, I love it here. Like, so if you need more information, I try as much as possible to reply to all the comments on my YouTube channel. I have videos that could guide you from start to finish, but if you feel like you're confused in any form or manner, drop a question or drop your comments and I'll reply to you. That's it. I'm here to help you.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've learned one or two things from this video. And please, guys, go check out our YouTube channel and follow her if you are on your process to moving to the US. This is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you for
Bye.
having me, Nas there. Bye, everybody.